Welcome to the final Good News Week for 2010. And what a year it has been. It was the year the planet fought back with earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, floods, fires and volcanoes, plagues of locusts, mosquitoes, cane toads and bedbugs, and the slaying of the first Prime Minister. Bad planet! Bad planet! So we ignored it like the attention-seeking 4.5 billion-year-old child it is. A volcano in Iceland grounded planes all over the world, and 6 months later, so did Qantas. At the start of 2010, the Rudd government was on fire. Sadly, so were the nation's roofs. The Labor Party lurched from one success to another, spending billions on both the burning insulation scheme and the strangely expensive school shed program. But Kevin had a plan. He knew exactly what he was doing and remained steadfastly focused on the road ahead, which is why he had no idea his entire party was sneaking up behind him with long, pointy knives. Meanwhile, deep in the budgie cave, Tony Abbott tried to woo female voters by claiming virginity was a gift he hoped his daughters would not give away lightly. And you never know when he might need gifts like that for some rural independence. Oh, no. Oh, why would you say that? Tiger Woods was linked in a sticky way to 120 women other than his wife, who later divorced him and got a settlement roughly equivalent to $1 million a skank. BP did its best for the outdoor refuelling industry by spewing 800 million litres of crude into the Gulf of Mexico. BP hoped we wouldn't notice, but a little bird covered in oil told us. Around 6,000 asylum seekers reached Australian shores, and we welcomed them with open processing centres. Apart from chanting, "Stop the boats!" Abbott's other great idea was to set up a boat phone, so naval ships could call him when they spotted a new arrival. Even better, the Abbott signal. That would be projected into the night sky whenever a virgin was in danger. The Football World Cup in South Africa introduced us to the vuvuzela, a cheap, loud, annoying thing you blow, not unlike Charlie Sheen. Jessica Watson officially became the youngest person to sail solo around the world, as long as you define around the world as where she liked. Jessica was named a hero by the Prime Minister for her extraordinary voyage. 65 Afghanis who did the same thing in a bathtub are still waiting for Julia Gillard's call. Mary MacKillop became Australia's first saint, St Mary of the Cross, which is also the title of the next Underbelly series. Pakistan was caught fixing cricket matches for Indian bookies, putting dozens of earlier games in doubt, and for a brief second, cricket was almost interesting. After months of disasters, threats and incompetence, Delhi hosted the Commonwealth Games, and not a single important person died. Or watched. It was another stellar year for rugby league, with more hotel room poo-poo shenanigans, more racism and more drunken morons, culminating in Canberra Raiders star Joel Monaghan being photographed seemingly receiving oral sex from a Labrador. Apparently has a thing for dumb blondes. Oprah announced she was coming to Australia to shoot 2 shows at the Opera House, and people cheered. She also said she'd be flying Qantas, and people cheered. Then we reached under our seats, and instead of car keys, we found $3 million of our taxes missing. Oprah decided to stick with Qantas when she realised her boat would be stopped at Christmas Island. And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week.
Thank you. Good evening tonight. With the end in sight, and what a nice end it is, the delicious Claire Hooper. The delightful Josh Thomas. And the devilish Fiona O'Loughlin. And they're poking their tongues out at the tasty Mikey Robbins. The yummy Cal Wilson. And the sweet and sour Tom Gleeson. How are you all?
I'm excited.
It's always good to know.
I'm going to Thailand.
Thailand?
Yeah.
Have you been to Thailand before?
Yeah, I've been to Thailand before.
Don't you know what they do to children there?
I'm kind of worried. Anyway, because no. Self-censorship. Move on. Yeah, I'm going to Thailand, but I haven't thought of anything funny to say about it. I didn't realise we were talking anyway. But I love you.
I know that you say that there's nothing funny, but just imagining you there is kind of funny.
Will you be taking your own ping pong balls or?
Hey, fella.
Oh, come on,
Fella.
You got to pay. You just got to pay for his holiday somehow.
How are you, Miss O'Loughlin? You well?
I'm actually in the middle of shooting a documentary. I'm showing my serious side. And it's called What Did the Irish Ever Do For Us? And it's a look at what the Irish influence has had on this country. Some of the diseases, maybe. I've been, nearly all over the country. I'm yet to go to the Pilbara and then Canberra, finishing Canberra.
Oh, were there a lot of Irish in the Pilbara?
Yeah, there were some nuns that went there.
Oh, of course. Where didn't they go?
I'm going to go find out what happens in it.
I like the way you made it sound like they were on a rugby trip or something, like a whole bunch of nuns went to the Pilbara. Yeah, what goes on in the Pilbara stays in the Pilbara.
You're looking very green on that side for some reason.
Yeah, we just got ready for Fiona's documentary. They're in it. Us and our Australian accents.
I do have to interview a comedian with Irish heritage. Are you one?
Yeah, what do you think? Just look at me.
Maybe I could talk to you after the show.
Okay, well, I can show you a bit about their drinking culture. You wouldn't know anything about that. Come on, you're waiting for it.
I was going to talk to Mikey, but he's a famine denier.
Okay, that's it, O'Loughlin. I'm taking the ranger off the leash.
I was excited when you insulted Fiona, because as long as you two are insulting each other, no one's hitting me.
Can I quickly... I've got to ask you something, Josh, because I've been going on the Good News Week website and looking at the forums.
Yeah.
And a lot of the questions are, does Josh really hate Fiona?
You know, I've been doing questions at the end of my show, and everyone asks me if you hate me. and I say, I don't know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
It's got to happen. It's got to be the night of nights. So close.
I think I just saw what Channel 10 are going to use for the promo.
That was so great, the way you pulled out. It was like two magnets. Get into
Whoa! What about there was a really sad moment in there where I actually went in?
Oh, not the first time.
You imagine it's sad for you. Imagine how terrified I was.
Now hit him! Now hit him!
She's moving in. This is the worst case scenario.
Josh, I'm sitting right here.
No, it's not.
I do have feelings.
It's not. No, it's not. You're
I
lovely.
know,
It's just, you know, what's your vagina?
Yeah. Oh, that old thing.
How are our team captains?
Oh, well, I'm ecstatic. I just never want to hear Josh say the word vagina again.
Vagina.
That makes it sing. It sounds elastic.
It's like watching a dog walk on its back legs.
I've got nothing to say. I just got back from New Zealand and I'm having to concentrate hard not to do the accent.
Can you do it for me?
All right, but keep in mind that I learnt to do my Kiwi accent from watching New Zealand's Next Top Model.
That's the good stuff.
Shall we move away from New Zealand and get into our own game? Yes? Okay. Newsflash is the game team versus team against the clock to test their reflexes. Hoopers, we're starting with you. In Missouri, a man was kicked out of a church for wearing an inappropriate costume. What was he dressed as?
Jesus.
Thank you very much.
He's been going along to lots of different churches dressed as Jesus, but he went to this one and they called the police on him.
Which era of Jesus?
Is Jesus like Elvis? Is it like a thin Jesus and fat Jesus? The big one that broke the cross.
The comeback.
That was upsetting. Following the success of the brush-tailed possum, what new Australian creature has invaded New Zealand?
The
X
red
Factor.
The red Factor.
X Factor, it's over there, I'm serious.
The X Factor?
I went to New Zealand, they watch X Factor.
Oh, someone
and
does
enjoy
that.
it, yeah.
Well, there you go.
But they call it X Factor.
And they're amazed that they think Kyle's actually a talking pineapple. No, it's, as Carl said, redback spiders are
Redback spiders?
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm an arachnophobic, so I'm just interested in this.
You're frightened of anoraks.
I saw one of those huntsman spiders on the dashboard of my car once, and I ran 2 blocks home. No kidding, I got home and I could only point to the car. And my husband found the car with the keys still in the ignition in the middle of the road with 3 kids in the back seat.
Still in New Zealand, a train bound for Wellington was delayed after the driver was attacked. Who committed this heinous assault?
A cat, a stowaway cat, and he was so badly shaken and scratched that they had to wait for a replacement train driver. Is that not true?
That's true, ladies and gentlemen, 2 points. In the US, the paparazzi has taken a tip from the military and come up with a new weapon for spying on celebrities. What is it?
It's actually drones.
What?
Drones, like those unmanned planes. Drones.
Like full-size planes.
Or little ones.
Little tiny... So they've got a remote control plane.
Do you know how they can be operated, these drones?
Laptops. Well,
No, less, smaller.
Mobile phone?
Yeah. iPhone app for controlling your sneaky drone when you're shooting celebrities.
And it's amazing, and we still can't find Bin Laden.
The sociology department at the University of South Carolina is introducing a new course devoted to the life, work and rise to fame of who?
Elvis.
Very close.
No, it could be true.
It could be,
The
but I
contemporary
reckon they
Elvis?
would have already started that course. It would have been going for ages.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, no.
Kurt Cobain.
Okay. No.
It's a very short course.
She's done well. She's gone Elvis. She's gone Kurt Cobain. Now we'll move a couple more decades forward. Who's somebody more modern?
Justin Bieber?
No. All right. I'll answer.
Go back.
All right. Let's see.
Before Fiona turned to me and she said, she goes, "What's a drone?" And I had faces of like, "Don't you know?" And then I went,
And also, let's go back a bit there. Claire, you're asking Fiona about something modern. That's a mistake.
We're booking.
Well, I was with Fiona once on tour, and I'm not making this up. She had to go to the bank. She had a passbook. And tell me it's not true. Did you have a passport?
And also, too, she withdrew pounds, shillings and pence.
And you laughed your ass off.
I laughed for the entire
"What's
day.
a passport?"
Lady Gaga.
Thank you very much. Stop talking. Lady Gaga. In Illinois, a woman has been charged with assault after attacking a policeman with a personal device. What was it?
A vibrator.
Thank you very much.
I love the story because she was out for dinner apparently, and then they shouldn't pay for the dinner, and she ran out of the restaurant, and they caught up with her, and then she'd take the cop with a vibrator, and you go, why did she have a vibrator in her bag? Was she using it to stir a coffee, or what was she?
No, well, that'd be good because you just pop it in your coffee, turn it on. You wouldn't need to stir anything.
Cappuccino?
Though, if you're taking,
I've gone frothy milk and it's not pretty.
No. I'm not touching that.
Yeah, and also you'd have to lick it when you're done.
Oh my God, I've just worked out what a vibrator is.
Fiona, it's like a drone.
If you want to buy one, you'll need your passport.
Of course, you have to buy one of the old-fashioned steam-powered ones.
They had steam-powered...
I was on tour with Fiona once and she had a steam-powered
vibrator.
Tell me it's not true.
No.
This is where Fiona goes, no, it's an iron.
half an hour of shoveling coal just to get it started.
But afterwards, you have hot water for your coffee. The Hooper team now on 8 points. The Robbins team 6 points. Coming up, holidays. During the break, as we realised the light at the end of the tunnel was a burning Qantas plane, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Robbins, Wilson and Gleeson have...
No, don't take it off, just leave it there for a bit. Let's leave it on for the rest of the show. Oh, dear.
Precious bodily fluids.
Mate, could you give me a lift to the egg?
Precious bodily fluids, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's meant to represent. It's all gone a bit Woody Allen for my liking.
I am a giant sperm. This is the proudest moment of my life.
I'm just going to say, if you're life-size, if he's life-size, he's put a lot of virgins off sex.
That is a sad-looking sperm.
What is it made of?
What's it made of?
Vinyl.
Yeah, vinyl and protein. Yeah. See, why is it when Mary McKillop puts something like this on, she becomes a saint and I become spoof?
You are sweating a bit. You look like the sperm that's probably working the hardest.
One that's going to break...
You look like you've put in a really solid effort and you're stuck in a fallopian tube. That's what you look like.
I reckon he's still on upper thigh somewhere.
Oh, okay.
This is wrong. This isn't right.
Oh, the worst one. Oh, my God, I'm in his gym sock.
You know, we need a purple lamp just so we can find him, don't you think? Like CSI, that'd be nice.
We also have an introduction service.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that is grotesque.
Are we finishing up the year classy?
Classy. Oh.
Is that supposed to be a syringe filled with spam?
I'll just check. I can confirm that it isn't. Tastes very different, as it turns out.
Tom, Tom, if you need something to compare it to, have a lick.
Okay. Oh, that's got a... Yeah, that's very...
It's like really perverse Junior Master Chef.
Actually, I've just figured out. This is about the right size for Matt Preston's sperm. Oh. Big sperm with a cravat.
Yeah.
I think we're going to move away now from... we also have...
I need a bit of help for a musical clue, so could I welcome to the show Verses? The Verses.
The Verses, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello. Lovely to have you on. Good to see you, Jessie. Haven't seen you for a while.
Thanks for having us back.
Ella?
Yes.
How's it going? How's the album going?
It's going really, really well.
Yeah. Oh, I should hold it up too.
Oh, there it is. You could get a job on sale.
I would love that.
It's all in the wrist.
Only if it was hosted by monkeys.
And have you been mainly in Australia? Have you been jetting overseas?
We've mainly been here, but we've been oh, poor Mikey. He looks a bit stretched, uncomfortable.
He's not a great actor, that's true.
Sweating here.
And you have a bit of a clue for us now?
We have a clue, but we might need a little help from our friend Paul Mack.
Oh, Mr. Mack!
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Mack has returned to the Auditorium of Fun.
Where can you party, child, all night long? In the basement, down in the basement. Where do you go when the money gets low? In the basement, down in the basement. And if a storm is taking place, you can jam until they say. In the basement, down in the... Yeah, yeah.
Oh. The Verses, ladies and gentlemen. Get the album that's out there now. Jessie and Ella, beautiful. And Hooper Thomas and O'Loughlin have border security.
I'd say something funny, but the moustache makes my lip very stiff. I don't have much flexibility. Actually, it almost gives me an Indian accent, but not quite. I also have this.
Oh.
You look like the world's worst bank robber.
Give me all your money.
And we also have luggage.
Well, it's some kind of outdoorsy beach thing.
My stuff had better be where I left it. Chappelle.
And finally, we have this.
I was on the internet.
I think it's pronounced the internets.
Oh, okay. No, I've been looking at the Good News Week vlogs. And do you know, Paul, what your fans love the most?
Oh,
is when
shit.
you sing. So this is...
Okay, before we go any further, if anyone owns a dog, now is the time to lock it in the garage or the laundry.
This is killing two birds with one stone because it's a clue and we're going to give your fans what they want on the last show of the year.
Hey, last show. Can we get Mr. Paul Mack back here? Give me a hand. And ladies and gentlemen, Stewie's coming up as well. Stewie, yeah, I just haven't had this microphone there. Why don't you ask him if he's going to stay? Why don't you ask him if he's gone away? Why don't you tell me what's going on? Why don't you tell me who's on the phone? Don't say that you love me. Just tell me that you want me. Just tell me that you want me. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Mack and Stewie. Thank you.
Paul, I can't believe you actually managed to girly up a Stevie Nicks song. And also, too, if I remember correctly, the video of that song originally had, like, a massive marching piece, band in it and drums, and it was one of the most overproduced singles. And what have we got? A trumpet and well, have we run out of budget at the end of the year? Is that all you can afford? It's sad.
I liked you better when you were a sperm. Our teams will make a meal of all that a little later. Now to the game called 1,000 Words. Claire, Josh, Fiona, your finest captions for these stars of the years, please. Oh, what's going on there?
Bill Clinton leaves the room of very satisfied customers.
No, I resent my leader more. No, I resent my leader more. No, I resent my leader more. Stop it.
Kev, you should wait until she's closed both eyes before you grab a nork.
Grab a nork.
What about, Monica got it on a dress. I got it here.
Can we have a look at the next one? John Brumby.
Rather than go to the polls, Brumby decides to build a wall across the middle of Victoria and share it.
John the Builder, can we fix it? John the Builder, probably not.
Is it John Brumby tries to recreate Excalibur Legend, but really shitly?
Pop this one. I'll have a trowel, thanks, Burjo.
That was nice. That was lovely.
It's good. I've been focusing on that trowel, and I'm wondering if that's an abnormally large trowel or quite a tiny man.
Well, he is wearing Lego hair, so maybe he's the size of a Lego man.
Lego hair, yeah. Do we have the last one for the Hooper team? What's going on there?
I thought maybe it was Joe Hockey rakes up and he goes, "Oh, I just had the craziest dream that Tony Abbott was at..." Oh.
I think it's kind of like he's thinking, oh, that burp sounded funny.
Maybe he's just seen how much Tony's thinning at the back there.
Yeah, I reckon.
I know, imagine that. That'd be horrible.
I think it's a story in 3 stages. Joe Hockey spots sausage roll. Joe Hockey eats sausage roll. Joe Hockey realises it was the last sausage roll.
Mikey Robbins! OK, Mikey Caltom, your 1,000 words begins with Kevin Rudd and some close friends.
This, to me, is a classic example of a phrase we all learned under John Howard, wedgie politics.
Barnaby Joyce lassos Kevin Rudd with his Wonder Woman lasso.
Oh, and look, there in the back of shot is the invisible plane.
Julie Bishop asks Kevin Rudd if he's circumcised and Barnaby Joyce answers the question for him.
It's not clear what Joyce is doing behind Rudd's back, but what's clear is that Rudd hasn't noticed this time either.
Can we try the next one?
Bob Catter shows off his independence.
There might be 3 country independents, but I've got all the guns.
I was about to say, yeah, leather shorts, what are you wearing?
I think it is. I think it's an ad. It's elderly, heavily armed men are waiting to take your call.
Bob Catter shows off command of technology by talking into remote.
Nice one. Very nice, very nice.
I reckon he's going, this is amazing, my electorate's got no reception. Bloody miracle.
Let's have a look at the last one. Oh,
I know what she's saying. She's going, is this what it's like to have children?
Julia Gillard queues up for Lou behind dog.
Kevin, stop leaking, I'll rub your nose in it.
I wish I wasn't the real Julia, because the other one could clean this up.
Don't piss on the polls, I need them! I need them!
the Hoopers now on, ladies and gentlemen, 23 points. The Robins are 21 points. Up next, the couch. This is Couch Potato, where we delve deeply into our guests' darkest corners. Robin's team, who have you got? Mikey, you coming up?
No, mate.
Cal, you been on the couch?
No, you've been on the couch.
Cal's done it. Thomas.
Tom, you've done the couch?
I would like to do it again, but I have done it, yeah.
Oh, OK.
And I'm still in therapy from the last time we did it.
That was good. I thought we made real progress with you.
I'm still wetting the bed. Look, we're going to call someone else in the couch, and I know Cal is very excited. I'm very excited about this person. My wife's going to explode with excitement. It is the Emmy Award-winning star of Modern Family, Eric Stonestreet. Eric, please!
How are you? I'm very good. I love you.
You're not that excited. He said you were excited and she was excited. I'm sitting here.
You're
Who
in
can I bring
repose.
up to mount on this?
Oh. Tasty. I like where we're going already.
Yes! Hello? Quite an extreme audience you have.
Yes, they're
Beautiful.
very excitable people.
Very Aussie.
How long have you been in Australia for?
About 11 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Enjoyable?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, the scenery's beautiful, the people,
Yeah.
awful.
Awful.
Just
terrible, impolite people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you never heard that before. You're like, excuse me?
What have you encountered?
Oh, nothing. I'm kidding. I'm being facetious. Of course, they're lovely people. Everyone's so polite.
What about the arias?
Oh, wow. Everyone's so upset about those arias. I thought it was a beautiful night, and everybody's like, sorry about the arias. On behalf of Australia, I'd like to apologize to you. Like, I thought it was great. I didn't win anything. I'm used to winning things when I go to award shows, but whatever.
Well, we're very happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. This is awesome.
We're going to start with a bit of just word association.
Oh.
Have you ever done therapy before?
Yes.
So you're familiar. You're familiar then with this.
A lot of it.
Oh, you're a master. They're like puppets in your hand. Okay, here we go. Cameron.
Gay.
Drums.
Gay.
Pigs.
Bacon.
Clowns.
Gay.
Prison.
Oh boy, this has a theme and I didn't even realize it.
I think you're the one pushing the theme.
Yeah, I am. Sorry. Prison. Dangerous.
It's interesting what you say as well, what you've been saying in response, because prison, they always have an issue with homosexuality.
Yeah.
They always
Did you know the number one thing sold at a prison commissary is Vaseline? That is true.
Well, no, they can't get
Where's
pregnant.
the laughs now, jerks? oh, I'm offended now.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people in prisons, anyway, I don't know. I don't understand them. If they don't want homosexuality in prison, why do they call them inmates?
That's good. I never heard that.
I made that up.
Did you really?
You can take that back to the States.
I'm in my mate.
Brussels sprouts.
Catherine.
Acting.
Awesomely fun.
The Stare.
Almost Famous. Does anybody see Almost Famous movie?
Cameron Crowe film, yeah?
Yeah? No? Boy,
Yeah.
that was an awful thing for me to ask the audience.
Wait a second. We'll do it again. We'll get them trained properly.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Almost Famous?
It is a classic after all.
The Stare, here comes. You ready?
Yeah. I love the jaw work going
it's
there.
the jaw
There's an
work.
intense
I've
jaw
backed
thing
a few men down in my life with that thing and attracted quite a few ladies. Hello.
Hey, you promoting anything while you're here? You here for a purpose?
Just a little show on this network called Modern Family and the release of Season 1 DVDs.
Season 1 DVD.
It's great. Yes. It's a good show. Lots of extras on the DVD.
Lots of extras?
Lots of fun stuff behind the scenes, little mess-ups and extended interviews and deleted scenes and things like that. It's great. You love it. Great Christmas present.
I think the cast is outstanding. Extraordinary. They're brilliantly cast, every single one of them.
Yeah, I think we got lucky with the show. Yeah. Everyone's really good at their parts, for sure.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. It's like 2.5 Men. You think, well, who fucking cast that? Cut that out. Yeah, very fine performer, Charlie.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So we're going deeper now.
Okay, let's get deeper.
You grew up on a farm in Kansas.
I did.
And now you play an iconic gay character.
Yes.
Was The Wizard of Oz a big influence?
That's great. I don't have ruby slippers, but I got ostrich boots.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Look at those.
Yeah, these are sweet.
They're hard to catch, aren't they? Unless they've got their head in the ground.
All right, next.
Lovely. Did you just say next?
What is it? I'm excited. That was a good question. I want to hear what the next one is.
I don't tend to make people happy when they demand things of me. I like to lean back and I'm going to have a relaxing moment here.
This is going to be real boring now. You know who you kind of look like? Who do people tell you look like? A young
Justin Bieber.
Does anybody say?
No.
A young Bill Murray.
How fantastic! Oh yeah.
Yeah. Especially from right there, right?
Mind you, though, also
When you look at him, particularly if he's got a cap on, and if you know something about his private life, he's more Bob Crane.
Oh, yeah.
Like to make some movies, do you?
Oh, I do. I like home movies. I like them the best. Big ebony dildo cracking the skull open.
All right!
Probably gone too far again,
And
haven't
again, there it goes. It's a shock.
I? What do you and Cameron have in common?
Hung like a Cape Buffalo.
I could be wrong. That's a type of prawn.
It's a small little crustacean. Yeah. Lives right off the coastal brekkie waters.
But there are many, many of them, aren't there?
Yes. No, Cameron and I share a lot of things in common. I wouldn't be as successful as some people think I am at the character if I didn't, play a little bit of it, but as of myself. But I don't like to sound too pretentious.
This is the moment for it if you did.
Well,
yeah, that's a fact then. If you were gay, who would you adopt a baby with?
Behind you? You! Yeah, I would go to. I'd go to maybe a young Bill Murray.
Oh. Only 2 more to go.
All right.
Who's the most important person in your life?
That's awkward. He hasn't met me yet.
I love the sound of your voice. I would say right now it's my girlfriend Catherine. She's opened a whole lot of channels in my heart that I didn't know were possible. Previous to that, my dog was responsible for opening the love in my heart. But
Have you thought of playing for the Canberra Raiders?
No. You do understand that reference?
No.
Oh my God.
The Canberra Rails?
Raiders. There's a football.
Oh my God! I saw it. Saw the picture.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Wow. Can you imagine telling your, having to call your parents and say, so listen, there's going to be a picture. Yeah. It's coming out probably on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, what is it, honey? Is it of you and your new girlfriend? No. No, it's, are you out at a bar getting in a fight? No. What is it? Well, it's of me getting by a dog. What? Excuse me, say that again?
I keep
what
thinking,
an awful conversation.
Horrible. I keep thinking, lucky it was a medium-sized dog. Chihuahua or something would have been really shameful.
But it would have made him look like a star.
What's next?
Unbelievable. I'm going to be in a movie in April with Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake called Bad Teacher. Yeah.
Oh, they've heard of someone.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God they've heard of
then I just read on Twitter today, it's so funny, you hear about these things from other actors. I just read on Twitter that I'm rumored to be in the next Muppet movie. Oh! I know nothing about it. Apparently as part of Lady Gaga's entourage. It's like a real story. I haven't called home yet to find out if this is true or not, but I'll let you know. So I'm excited.
Thank you very much for joining us today,
This is awesome, man. This is so great. Thank you.
Mr. Eric Stonestreet. That's him. Who'll be next to face the black vine on the sticky tape? Find out right after this. The couch is calling you, Josh Thomas. Josh Thomas, come on down.
Anyway, that's quite a bit less applause than Eric, but just...
No.
I feel like you should have put Eric on second, and then I wouldn't look so disappointing.
So should we start with a bit of word association?
How do I win points in this game?
I just, at the end, I think, that it would be worth 5. It's just women fancy.
Okay. Does Eric get extra points because he has an Emmy?
Well, he's got 1,000 already, so... It's quite a mountain you've got to climb there.
I have a quarter of a logie.
Yeah.
So...
Quarter of a logie?
Well, we won...
Oh, because of...
for the show, but I didn't win. But...
Are you allowed to touch it? Did you have it?
No, I think Sean keeps it at his house somewhere away from me.
Oh, yeah.
So what else is happening?
Oh, what else? We've got to do the word association.
Oh, we'll do the word association.
Yeah, that'll be nice and easy. We'll start
I'm ready.
easy. Parents.
Yeah, I got 2. They're all right.
Yeah, they're good?
Yeah, they're good.
Good.
They're not together. But that's not important. I just feel like I should mention that because I'm on the therapy couch, but that's not a big deal. I'm not weird. They're not together. They're divorced, but it's fine. They've both got new partners now, and they're very happy.
Paul, is he going to do this with every word?
Just before we go any further, you do understand word association.
One word?
Well, it can be a number of words, but normally a fairly spontaneous sort of like...
Okay, I'm ready.
Cathartic response.
No, I'm ready.
Brother.
Yeah. Yeah, he exists. He's all right as well. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say now. Before I didn't, this seemed like too little, but then before I said too much, and now I don't know, I'm doing it wrong. I'm sorry, Claire, we're not going to get any points.
It's all right, you're doing really well. You're doing really well. We're 2 questions down now and only 39 to go. So that's good. School.
Nah, I don't like it. I think the best thing about school is when... Find the next question. Yeah, school.
Nah.
Yeah. Sorry, Josh. See, that's the key. They're not questions, it's word association.
So would I just go, yeah, is that it?
No, that's not a word, see, that's the problem.
Well, I would accept that.
Josh, look at me, please. I don't want to have to come over there and slap you, but I will.
Yeah. I believe in equal rights, so I will hit you back.
You can respond to this next one in any way you want.
Okay.
With a long-winded answer, a short response, or just a cathartic vomit. Gleeson.
That's him? What a bitch. No. I think he's very funny, and he dresses like my dad, but in colour.
Gorgeous. That's gorgeous.
No, I've got to say, you dress a little bit like my dog, but with clothes on.
Oh, it's nasty.
Have you seen Tom's dog?
No.
He has a Cavalier Spaniel, which is by far the gayest dog you can get. And what's weird is my dog is half Cavalier Spaniel, but it's much manlier. My dog's much manlier, and I crossed it with a poodle to make it more manly. That's how gay his dog is. I crossed mine with a poodle to make it more manly.
To be fair, Josh, your dog is a lot more manly because my dog is a female.
This is working well. Vagina?
They're very useful. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I really miss them because they're so convenient. The thing is, anyway, because it's too rude. I think.
No, heavens no. Continue.
But no.
Body?
I've got like really big hips. So when I wear like a suit with suit pants, I look like Julia Gillard. And it's not appropriate for a boy to have big hips. That's like incorrect. To have a pear-shaped body as a boy that's weird. My mum used to think that I had Klinefelter's disorder, where you have instead of an XY chromosome, you have an XXY. You have an extra X. Basically, it makes you half woman.
Right.
One day we were cleaning, and she said, Josh. I said, yeah. She said, how big are your testicles?
Your mother?
She said, how big? And I said, I don't really want to discuss this with you, if that's okay. No. But it turns out that's the final symptom, is that if you have it, your testicles don't ever get bigger.
Right.
But it's okay, because I've quite incredibly large testicles.
So glad. Yeah. So glad. So you couldn't tell that to your mother, but you can tell the people of Australia. Love?
Yeah. It's very... I only just realised that it's not disgusting.
Love isn't disgusting.
Oh, no, I think it's quite nice.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how you know you're becoming an adult. You think that, and you like asparagus, and cheesels don't fit on your fingers anymore.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, we're going to go a bit deeper now, so just answer with more than one word, if that's possible. What was your worst heterosexual experience?
My worst one?
Your worst one?
Well, there was one time I was making out with a girl, But, and I was making, you know, like in James Bond, where they like roll out of the bed, like onto the ground, and they keep making out, like, oh, we're so reckless, having such a fun time. Well, I tried to like construct that, and I need her in the vagina.
Never good. Edward or Jacob?
Edward is, which one's the buff one?
Jacob, I don't know.
Is Jacob the buff one?
I don't know.
I think Jacob is more attractive, but I appreciate what Edward is doing for like weird, skinny, pale guys that look a bit like they're missing a chromosome.
Can I just interrupt to say that Fiona O'Loughlin just leaned over to me and said, "Who are they talking about?"
What are you most frightened of?
What am I most frightened of?
What are you most frightened
I'm
of?
really scared of getting a girl pregnant, but it is an irrational fear.
Yes. What makes you cry?
What makes me cry?
Yeah.
World hunger? No. It's a joke. When I lose at video games.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please thank Josh Thomas? Strange but True is next. Josh Thomas. Time for one big final round of Strange but True. Claire, Josh, Fiona, you had the ball. You had the border guard.
Good.
We also have the boogie board bag.
I have this boogie board bag, and it has a trunk inside it, which apparently I was supposed to show that in the first segment, but I wasn't listening when they told me.
Oh.
So that's
because
there.
you didn't take your tablets, did you?
And this.
And you singing for your fans.
Wait, last show. Why don't you ask him if he's going to stay? Why don't you ask him if he's gone away? Why don't you tell me what's going on? Why don't you tell me who's on the phone? Don't say that you love me. Just tell me that you want 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 me. Now. Just tell me that you want me. Don't tell me that you. Ow, 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 touch. Touch. No, no, yeah, no. Ladies and gentlemen, the Holroyd marching brass band, the brass band there they are, and Mr. Mac and Stewie. Okay, they're your clues. What can you do with them? What can you do with those clues?
Sorry, I was distracted. Josh was just in the middle of saying this sentence to me. Yeah, I think I'm going to wear more brooches.
Maybe now that everyone's laughing, I won't.
Yep.
I don't know.
You don't know, Fiona?
Well, okay, someone's smuggling. It's not good for the
let's
elephants.
Watch Fiona give it a try.
Okay.
Elephants. You've got elephants already.
Yeah, well,
Where'd you
you
get
sang
elephants from?
Tusk.
Yes.
And he's got a trunk.
I had an elephant.
No, not an. You just had a trunk.
You didn't have a whole one, you just had a
So
trunk.
someone's smuggling something past the border,
Yes.
and it's not good for the elephants, but that's as much as I can.
That was a pretty good effort.
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad.
It's, no, it's a story about Indian border officials cracking a smuggling ring where the smugglers were planning on bringing 10 elephants across the border, and I think they got 7 across or something. I don't know, some number already.
How?
Somebody's got a really large anus. That's all I'm saying.
We are quite confident with our answer.
Elephants being smuggled across the border.
Yes.
Yep, OK, you got it. Police in India have announced a breakthrough in a crime that's been plaguing the country, elephant smuggling. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Tusk, tusk. It's gotten so bad, police have anti-elephant smuggling checkpoints along major roads, and for unintentional smugglers, special bins where you can dispose of your elephant before crossing the border. The gang had apparently smuggled 92 elephants across the country in the last 5 years. Border guards have no idea how they got past, but they do remember waving through a Banana Splits tribute band in which all 4 were dressed as Snorky.
Oh, thank you, over 35.
There's a lot of old people laughing their teeth out right now. It's believed a number of elephants were also smuggled out inside a really big hollowed-out block of hash. Indian police made the arrest when they didn't believe the smugglers' claim that they were casting for the new Bollywood musical, Horton Hears a Terrorist Attack. Keep your hands where I can see them. More Strange But True coming up right after this.
It's good news week.
Strange But True, the last hurrah. Mikey, Cal, Tom, your clues were the sperm.
I've just worked out what he looks like.
Oh.
Kylie Minogue's let herself go.
I wish I had this at Halloween. Trick or treat, you're pregnant.
We also have the turkey baster. Why is... Oh. Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yes, that's good.
I cannot hold her, Captain!
Your clues were the turkey baster and this.
What I really liked was the way I didn't really know how to handle it, so Tom had to take over and do it himself.
And this.
Welcome to the stage, the Verses!
Where can you dance to any music that you choose? In the basement, down in the basement. You got the comforts of home and a nightclub too. In the basement, down in the basement. Oh, there's no cover charge are free, and the food and drinks are free. In the basement, down in the basement. Do any dance you wanna do, there ain't nobody under you down in the basement. In the basement, that's where it's at. Come on, come on. In the basement, that's where it's at. Right here. In the basement, that's where it's at. Hey, hey, in the basement, that's where it's at.
The Verses, ladies and gentlemen, the Verses. Aaron Jesse, beautiful. The voice is fantastic. It's a good voice. That's a nice voice. It's a beautiful voice.
Well, I think I've got this one.
Good-o.
I think this news story is about sperm.
I think this is a story about there's a couple of guys in the UK.
English blokes and...
Who-
they were unemployed. That was their first problem. And I think they're a little bit drunk.
They started a sort of an underground sperm donation service where they weren't registered with anyone, but they were selling sperm to women for like, I don't know, £400 a go or something like that.
£400 a go?
No.
I have so much sperm. What am I doing here?
I'm feeling like I could, sell it too, and I wouldn't even need a basement. I could just, deliver it myself. I'd be even prepared to enjoy it.
That's big of you.
These guys were unemployed and they thought, well, what skills do we have? What are we good at? And I went, fair enough. And so they've been knocking the top off it for money.
And it's illegal, and they were...
What is it?
Is it illegal? Oh, God, what? Is that illegal? I just thought you were supposed to feel guilty about it. I didn't think it was against the law.
They have it, ladies and gentlemen. A pair of enterprising British businessmen are off to jail after making £250,000 running an illegal sperm bank from their basement. 250 grand. That's a lot of seed money. Authorities were amazed the men were able to pull it off. Apparently... Stay with us, it gets rocky after this. Apparently, they were caught red-handed. They would have made a run for it, but the basement floor was too sticky. Nigel Woodforth and Ricky Gage got the company started by passing a hat around at the local pub, and when it was full, they had enough stock to get the business up and running. I'm looking forward to the kids finding out that Dad was number 3008 from Ricky and Nigel's basement tuggery. The company traded under various names, including Sperm Direct Limited, First for Fertility, and Continental Cuppa-Splooge. Nigel and Ricky are now off to prison, where they'll collect as much fresh semen as they can stomach. Why did you do that to us? So in the basement tonight, Claire Hooper, Josh Thomas and Fiona O'Loughlin scored a lively 808 points. Knocked up by Mikey Robbins, Cal Wilson and Tom Gleeson on 2,761 points. Yes! 10.com.au/GNW is the address to get the podcast, go behind the scenes, or hire Mikey for your Christmas party.
Hey, Paul, I promise to make it a white Christmas.
Yes, Santa never came down the chimney like this. Don't forget, tickets for the Good News Week special extravaganza, huge thing in February, are now on sale from ticketmaster.com.au. Please help, Network 10 is starving. Come along, we'd love to see you there. So we say, time we weren't here, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Tomorrow in Canberra, the National Disability Awards will be presented. Good luck getting a handy parking spot. The Indigenous Healthcare Conference will be held in Sydney, as far away as possible from any Indigenous people in need of healthcare. Perth will host the Australian Festival of Speed. The Bandidos are tipped to have the best show bags. Thursday is International Meatless Day. Hug a lesbian. I'm ashamed. A little bit ashamed. And in Melbourne, it's the Victorian Amputee Golf Championship. 3! Sorry. Good night. We'll be back.